I'm about to go into a rampage because it's time to review Rampage and it's the shittest show of the week. Or is it Dynamite? Because, it's an RLS and Dynamite, but who cares? Because we have to review it. And the show kicked off with Christian Cage and Luchasaurus walking down to the ring. Basically, we get a promo for Jericho. Jericho, fucking Christian, he tells Jungle Boy to come out. Jungle Boy comes down, right? You see, Jungle Boy, he's not good on the mic, but he doesn't sound the way he looks. Like, he sounds like he'd be a wee squeaker that plays Minecraft or something, but, like on the mic, he does sound like a grown man, so, I mean, that's plus points for him, but it's just the generic shit. He says, you guys ruined my life, and I challenge you to a steel cage match at, what's the pay-per-view? Is it Full Gear? All Out? I think it's Full Gear. But then, you've Christian turn around saying, you're wrong, you're not good enough. Jungle Boy, people talk to you like you're a pillar of the company, not like this guy to my left, Luchasaurus. He's a pillar of this company, right? And this just reminds me of like JBL saying that Baron Corbin is the wrestling god. Like, if we're going to be real about it, no, Corbin, Luchasaurus. See when these guys come back and they try and like endorse someone and put someone over, saying they're like the modern day blah blah blah. Like MJF coming out and saying he's this generation's like Cena, Rock, Austin, Hogan. What the fuck is MJF smoking? Like, I don't even think it's an attempt to get heat. I just think like they're just trying to like actually like try and put himself over. It's a joke. Like, seeing you hear them talk about stuff like that, like, normally it's like, like Austin Rock, I mean, those sort of people are like, oh, no, I'm just me, those guys are great, like, they play themselves down, but see jobbers like MJF that come out and say that stuff, and like, stuff like this, like, it's just not true. Luchasaurus beats him up, and it looks like this is going to be inside of a steel cage match, Full Gear, it is Full Gear, do we care? Not really. Death Triangle, cut a promo backstage. Pac's just a boring bastard. See the amount of people that are like on Twitter, we need to see this match, and it's Pac versus Daniel Bryan. Who cares? Who honestly cares? Do you care? Do I care? No. So, I mean, like, they're actually great at the prospect because Daniel Bryan's been in the company for a decent bit now, and he's not faced off against Pac. How about like Daniel Bryan against like CM Punk for the belt? But no, Daniel Bryan against some guy that used to be called Neville. That's what we'll cry about. We then have a world title eliminator match. We have Brian Cage taking on Inhuman Dante Martin. No, he's just a normal generic human that would work in fucking KFC as Dante Martin because he sucks, right? Let's make no mistake about it. He's shite. He's so small. Then like JR saying on commentary that Brian Cage, yeah, he's a big physical dude, but he or was it Shafani? I can't even remember. Yeah, he's a big physical dude, but he likes to remind us that he can do the high flying maneuvers that these guys do. But like realistically, right, you're just going to win the match, so why wouldn't he just use his strength? Like, so what? If Brian Cage can do a 450 splash, like they're trying to like we're all equal, we can all do the same moves, it doesn't matter if we're big or small, man. I mean, what? I'm back in the day when everyone was different. On this show, we're just shite. Funny enough, though, Dante does attempt the 450 splash, but then Cage counters it, hits him with his maneuver. Good night. Cage wins, and he moves on to the finals. We then have Bandido taking on El Toro Blanco. A bunch of jobbers, man. Who honestly cares? JR with a funny line in the match. Getting whipped like a dog. Does that mean it was good? I don't know. And who knows? To be honest, because this just sucked. To make it worse, you've Aubrey Edwards as the fucking referee, and I just don't get it. Bandido wins. I mean, how any of these guys get into like a semi-final of a world title match? I don't really know. We then get Renee trying to interview Castagnoli. Jake Hager walks in, turns around and says, "Hey Claudio, you were a better sports entertainer than a wrestler." Don't know why I'm putting on a Cesaro accent, even though it wasn't really Cesaro, but told Claudio to think about it. So we're kind of planting seeds here for Claudio to join the Jericho Appreciation Society, which is just a fucking jobber name. Like, I mean, could they not just come up with something relevant to like sports entertainment? I don't know, like fucking the Attitude Era. I don't know. We then have Nyla Rose taking on Kayla Sparks. And see during this one, I think it was after the match because Nyla Rose wins or whatever the fuck, right? And then yeah, she does win. And then like you've got Jade Gargill coming out and they're brawling, right? And then JR on commentary saying, "Oh, these two females." And the amount of emphasis on females, like, no, don't lie to us, JR. This female and this man, this male, because it is a man, right? Like you see these men and women too, right? They get these sex changes and they actually look like the opposite sex, but no one in a million fucking years is trying to tell me that Nyla Rose looks like a woman. She just doesn't, right? You know, why can't they just go if she's transgender? Why do they have to try and lie to us and say she's a fucking woman? She's not, right? We move on. We move on. And we move on to our main event. Fuck, I flew through this Rampage show. It was fucking shite. We have an All-Atlantic Championship match with Orange Cassidy taking on Big Shotty Lee Johnson. And we've got a bunch of people at ringside with the best friends, Dan House and QT Marshall and a few other jobbers. Don't really know who they are, to be honest. I mean, of course, Orange Cassidy wins this match. The match sucks. It's just fucking... I mean, like, I remember back in the day, like, you used to get, like, a title match every week. Like, the IC title would be on the line, or the European, or do stuff with the hardcore, but it still felt, fucking great and big time. AEW puts title matches on, like, fucking... Like, it's like they're selling cakes or something, man, honestly. Like, WWE, like... See when there actually is like an IC or US title match on the show, like I'll be honest, like as much as I think wrestling's so dead, like, at least in WWE, like they make an effort to make it feel important. They do. I mean, I know you could put that down to the fact that Roman Reigns is holding 2 belts hostage, so they have to make it. But at the same time, I just feel like when a IC title or a US title's on the line on free programming, it just feels like a big deal. And same with the world title, like when Reigns defended it against Riddle. Here, though, I don't know. This is just a throwaway match. It is just a throwaway match, and and then he wins, and then you gotta check out Dynamite. You've Jericho. They're teaming up. Aye, guys, they're teaming up. But guess what? It's time for Stevie to give you a rating out of 10, and it sucked, right? Rampage absolutely sucks. It is by far the worst show of the week, and aye, because there's just nobody on this, like, I think, like, just over a year ago, this show had CM Punk debuting, and look what it's got now. I'd love to know what the ratings are. Am I going to bother my ass looking to see what the ratings are? No, but here's a rating for you. I'm giving this show a 1, because, Christian's good on the mic, and I guess JR and Shivani aren't too bad. So, I mean, if that gives it a 1, that gives it a 1. We didn't have Mike Tyson this week, which was a bit let down a bit. I would have liked to hear Mike Tyson, but, I digress. We move on. Anyway, guys, I'll do it for this video. Make sure you check out all the videos, the poll videos. Who's hotter? We've got Raw coming up, man. Raw's red hot, but until next time, peace.